Hey guys, my name is Aileen Wu. I am an Olympic weightlifting coach, and you're gonna get my reaction to the 2019 CrossFit Games Women's Individual Clean Ladder. So here we go. All right, next we got 220 on the bar. First up, we have Amanda Barnhart. She walks up to the bar, and it's another easy power clean. I don't know what to say there. She's a beast. Moving on. We have Anna going for 220. She's got her belt on. Helps keep that core tight. She does it. She looks for her feet now. It's a much better lift than it was last time. So much better. Note how clean it was, right? So she's looking for her feet. She puts her hands on the bar. I would have loved her to tighten up more. If you can't tell, this is a theme. But she does a great job with tempo. She does a great job keeping that bar tight. And because she does a great job of keeping that bar tight the whole way, she can receive it higher, and she'll have an easier chance of getting out of that hole. So nicely done. Great adjustment. Here we have Helgadottir. 220, everyone's got their belt on. This is heavyweight for them. Pet peeve, rolling the bar. Notice the difference between this approach and, I can't really say Amanda Barnhart's. It was so easy for her, she didn't have to be as precise, but let's say like Tia, right? She walks up to the barbell, she knows where her feet are. Every time you roll that bar around, it's not gonna be in the same position when you start. It's just a guess. And when that position predicates all your other positions and therefore the success of your lift, like wouldn't you wanna get that right? Some people are good with the dynamic start, some people are good with rolling. It's just for most lifters, unless you're really high level, I don't recommend that, but right off the bat, that's what I see, right? Hands on bar. Oh, and she almost had it, right? And she does a double tightness thing when she gets on the bar. She gets her shoulders tight, and then she kind of gets her abs tight, and then she tries to go, but it's not enough. Shoulders back, right? But not really the lats tight, just shoulders. Not so she's doing this, but she's not doing this. And then here. She doesn't really do a great enough job of keeping the core tight. She lifts the torso a little bit too much. The bar's way too much in front of her. Her back isn't engaged enough. The bar is way out in front of her once she passes her knees. You see it here in this position. Bar is still way out in front of her. Now she's got to jump forward to try to receive it. It comes down crashing on her. She doesn't have enough legs to make up for it. She's going for another attempt, but she's already smoked. Her problem was her strength. She probably won't get it. She didn't have it. Close though, right? But not quite. All right, we got Katrin's Davidsdottir, who's probably gonna smoke this. So here we go. She has that great mindset, you can tell. She looks for her feet. She rolls it a little bit, but at least she looks for her feet. Then she gets her hands on the bar. She doesn't do a great job tightening up the core before she picks up the barbell, but her upper torso is so tight. And it's a little tight here. I would have liked to see more of an effort in doing that. It's kind of one of my things, but it was light enough for her. Good lift. Smiling, it's a good day. Jamie Greene. Feet on the bar, she's looking for her feet, love it. Hands on bar, super chalked up. She doesn't look for her eyes, and she doesn't do a great job of tightening up before she goes. So what I mean for that is when she initiates this pull, she's still looking down. And when she's picking up that bar, as she's picking up that bar, she's looking forward for her gaze. So where your head and eyes go, your body follows. It's such a dynamic movement that I recommend looking at the same point straight ahead for the entirety of the lift, because it can just throw you off. So it's one of those little things that just makes a huge difference. So she stands up to the bar, watch it one more time. She kind of gets tight, looks down, then looks up, right? Bar slightly in front of her, but it's fine. Let's watch it one more time. Bar slightly in front of her, you can see it on the receive. The tempo isn't great in terms of slower to fast, but she did enough to make the lift, so we'll take it, right? Made clean at the CrossFit Games. Kristin Holte. She's getting pumped. Standing up to the barbell. Looks for her feet, love it. Hands go in the right place, love it. I would have liked to see her tighter on the bar before we lift. You hear me talk about this all the time. She does a decent job of staying over the bar on top of it. The thing I want you to watch this time is the tempo of the pull. It's kind of the same, or it's kind of like this, and then you get a little pop at the end. What you want to see is you want to see an exponential rise. So it's about the same until you pass the knees. Once you pass the knees, you should see more acceleration, and then when you have that final extension, it should be this little pop of acceleration and speed. But watch the speed of the barbell. Feet under the bar, hands on bar. It's relatively the same the whole way, right? So it's hard to get momentum onto the barbell when you're relatively the same the whole way. You need to impart more acceleration and speed onto it. Great job made lift. Would have liked to seen her speed up after the knees and keep the bar a little bit tighter. Tia-Clair Toomey. Look at that beast look. She's ready to go. Watch. Look how intentional that is when she stands up to the barbell. She's putting her feet under it. She knows what she's looking for. She's making it match. Now, she got the hands on the barbell. Again, she doesn't do a great job of tightening up, but doesn't need to. It's an easy day. So here we have Amanda Barnhart. They've brought it up to 225. Again, the approach is very casual, but the lift is very casual too. She picks that up like it's nothing, so go you. way to get it. Beautiful lift. Here we go. We have Anna walking up to the barbell. Feet under the bar, hands on bar, a little narrow. Not a bad lift. It's short though. She doesn't do enough to get an extension. The bar's in front of her, she doesn't keep it tight enough. Because the bar's not tight enough to her, because the bar's not tight enough to her, it forces her to extend a little bit early instead of keeping it close and getting it here. But she has enough speed on the barbell that got her height. So that made up for it. So if she had two of them together though, that would be really nice to see. Katrin's Davidsdottir, 225. Feet under the bar, notice that she's good about it, but then she rolls. She doesn't do a great job of getting tight under the barbell, but honestly, the pull is so pretty. It's so sound in terms of her fundamentals, and you can tell she's confident. Her body knows what it's doing as it's moving through that deadlift. Jamie Greene, feet on the barbell, hands on barbell. She does the same thing, but now she can't get away with it because now she's reached the limit of what she can do. So let's watch the second lift before we break it down a little bit more. Okay, so let's talk about the first lift because she had a better shot on that one. She walks up to the barbell. She's not fully tight. She's not looking straight ahead. And then she's already going for the pull. She's already going for the pull, and notice at this position, because she's already going for the pull, her butt's coming up a little bit. She has to early arm bend to keep it tight because she's not keeping her lats tight because she just kind of yanked it off the ground. And then watch as she progresses with the lift, the bar's in front of her. Now she unloads the legs. Still has to maintain that early arm bend because otherwise it'll fly really far in front of her. And then here she jumps early. So if you go just a split second before that, you'll notice that when the barbell passes her knees, she's already on her toes and she's nowhere near, I can't get there here, but she's nowhere near that fully extended position. So here you can tell she's a little here as opposed to here, which would have been that little bit she would have needed to get up with the barbell, even though her limiting factor here is leg strength. So this is a great example of like the things I believe in terms of just checking off those boxes of those fundamentals that lead to big gains. So get your feet under the bar, know what that position looks like, get tight on the bar, look straight ahead, be ready to go, and then execute the lift. Once you get those pieces set, when you're executing the lift, slower at the beginning, faster past the knees, give me that pop followed by that high pull, then get under. Kristin Holte, here we go. Hands on the bar. Not a bad pull. She needs a little more strength, but not a bad pull. Way to struggle in and get that. Tia walks up to the bar. Again, notice how intentional it is. Notice she doesn't roll the barbell after she sets her feet, right? Now she puts her hands on the bar. She also doesn't look straight ahead or make super of an effort to tighten up, but that was such an easy lift. She didn't need to. Although I'd love to practice those fundamentals on every lift. So from the side one more time. Tightens up. Good position there. Back tight. Still good position there. Good position there. There. The knees come back a little bit too much. So that because the knees come back a little bit too much and they don't maintain their tension, the bar will come forward a little bit. You lose your position. It's the barbell slightly in front of you. So because, I'll explain it this way. So because her knees give out just a little bit, so now, so in that little bit, the butt comes up a little bit. So now it's very slight, but the barbell is in front of you. So as she goes to extend, she's, let's say, extending from here as opposed to extending from here. So because she's extending from here, as she goes for the pull, she has to jump slightly forward for the bar to be on top of her because of this, right? So it's very slight, but that's why you see that. But hey, she made 225. It was easy. She's still in the running. She's wearing the leader jersey at the CrossFit Games. No big deal. Now we have 230 Amanda Barnhart. God, I would love to see, if this is her on an ankle injury, I'd love to see her without one because that's just money. It's beautiful. Nothing to say. Anna tightening up her belt, getting ready. Feet under the bar, hands on bar. Butt comes up right off the start. She does a decent job enough though of keeping it close. She has enough speed on it and she's fast enough getting under it with enough leg strength that she made that clean. Hey guys, this is Aileen Wu and thanks for watching my reaction to this part of the 2019 CrossFit Games Women's Clean event. We'll have the entirety of it up on YouTube. For any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. If you want to work with me to improve your Olympic weightlifting from beginners all the way to CrossFit Games athletes, check me out at www.wulift.com. Thanks guys, have a great day.